Switching out a ball and switching out quarterbacks. Number 11 now in at quarterback. Now, I take that back. I apologize. Looks like this is a punt formation. There's a snap. Clean kick. It's up. And out of bounds at what looks to be about the 27-yard line. So it looks like the reload is going to take over right there at the 27.
Okay, so based on them deferring and wanting to say, hey, let's see what the knockout has to offer, they were able to shut them down right at the top of the 50-yard line. And they're able to get the ball back. It looks like what you say right there at the 30-yard line or 29-yard line.
Pretty close.
Yeah. We're going to see what the reloaded has to offer on that part. I want to again reiterate and give a little shout out to the player of the year and what we're being able to look into and say thank you. As you can see on the screen here, the player of the year is the AWFFL ACS Spring Lead is the Unbreakable Keeney, number 81. Want to be able to bring back and talk to her a little bit more about that, but wanted to be able to give a particular shout out to her right now.
The reload would come out with trips to the left-hand side and a pistol look. There's a snap. Quarterback looks left, tries to run, falls, and it's an incomplete pass.
She's going to say she's down?
Yeah, it looks like she just lost footing right there. Playing on turf's tough sometimes. I prefer grass myself.
I understand that. From a speedster myself, I enjoy the good old-fashioned concept of turf.
Now, where I come from, we let the grass grow as high as possible.
Slow them down as much as you can.
Oh, yes, sir. Try to equalize it. Come on that same look with trips left. There's a snap. Quarterback throws a swing pass. It's actually caught by one of the receivers. She tries to lateral, and it looks like that was a forward lateral. I don't see a flag. The ball wasn't caught, so I guess it's inconsequential. But it is going to be a loss of about 3. We're looking at third and forever. That same look, that trips left look with a bullet back. There's a snap. Quarterback looks, scrambles, is able to get rid of the ball across the middle. Oh, just missed through the fingertips. Anytime the other team doesn't catch it, we always say that's good D.
Understood.
Looks like the reloaded is going to be forced punt here on 4th and long.
So it was a quick 3 and out with very little movement. Actually looks like a loss of about 5 yards total.
Without a booming kick right here, they're going to put themselves in a hole.
Yeah. Not one to know the wind direction right now, but it is a nice wind coming in from the right. So we're going to see if
there's a snap. Low kick.
Gets it all the way to about the 50, but
it's
she is going to
picked up at the 50. And looks like she's going to be brought down right there at the 45-yard line going in. And the knockouts are coming out to take over on offense.
We're still in the middle of the first half. We'll try to give anybody an update on the time left in the half, but the score is 0-0. The knockouts versus the reloaded. And they're going to get straight on the ball and get going.
It's a doubles look. Here comes motion across. There's a snap. Looks like it comes back across the middle. Just shy.
She swung that ball right across the middle. Goodness gracious.
That ball's got some velocity on it. I tell you what, the reload's doing a good job of putting pressure on her. And that's causing her to make a throw that she might not normally have to make.
Right.
Knockouts come out in a double set.
Incomplete pass right off to the left-hand side. So we're going to leave it right around a 3rd down and 20 to go. It is 20 yards to gain a 1st down here in the AWFFL.
I really like the game. I like the way it moves because of the modified rules. The ability to block and really rush the passer really gives the game more life.
And you can tell that, as you said, the coach was really speaking about defense. This game could be actually coming down to about whoever actually blinks first.
Double set. There's a snap. Quarterback drops, throws it to the right side. Oh, and off her hands right there. That was Sandy again. She's probably their fastest wide receiver. Playing 4, you need 20. What do you do right here, Bo?
At this point, they haven't shown anything offensively. We've only seen the reloaded out there one time, and they were 3 and out. I think you do go for it, and it does look like that's what the knockout is setting up to do at this point.
Lined up in a doubles look and a gun. There's a snap.
And she got it.
Oh, and sacked by number 3
right
from
the
reloading.
50-yard line.
Man.
She didn't stop. She kept coming and was able to get her on the 50-yard line. And the reloaded will be taking over on the 50.
Oh, that's a huge advantage right there. You know, my defensive coordinator is in my ear right now going, why didn't we punt it? Why didn't we punt it?
Everybody's woulda, coulda, shouldas. Woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Those defensive guys are always second guessers. But that was a great job. Number 3 looked like she was shot out of a cannon right there.
So they've really been able to start a little bit further. Good starting point for the reloaded.
Reloaded line up in that trips left with a bullet back look.
Number 7's at quarterback.
There's a snap. Pitch to the left. Oh, man, great play.
Loss of about 3 yards right there. She gave some good penetration, was able to actually grab that flag out and say, nope, you're stopping right here on the 47.
I thought our bullet back was about to get loose right there and just snatched.
Well, with flag football and you're running the ball, you definitely have to have some good scheming involved to be able to run that. You're spreading them out and they were running it to where the trips were. They were running to the side of the trips, which is always interesting to see that to begin with.
They're staying in that same formation. There's a snap. Quarterback right looks like option. She keeps the ball. Nice gain.
All the way down to the 45, it looks like.
Some old school option. She carries the ball like Peyton right there. I thought she was going to shake somebody down.
She did. She had that ball way out there. She was looking for a pitch person that wasn't even there, but she was thinking it was there.
Tell you what, I always hold my breath when they do that.
If you do experience any technical issues, we appreciate you acknowledging that and understanding that there are certain bufferings that are occurring from an internet perspective. We will be reloading this game once this game's over with in its entirety. So if you are getting frustrated with the buffering, please hang with us. As of right now, it seems to be pretty good and everything seems to be clean.
Okay, reloaded coming out. That trip set, but now they're overloaded to the left-hand side. Looks right. Comes back left.
Oh, and she got it right down the middle.
She is gone.
Touchdown, reloaded. That was my reloaded sound right there.
Man.
I was excited about that.
I mean, you talking about busting the top off of something.
She did. She swung right on the 45-yard line. I mean, that's 45 touchdown. 45-yard touchdown pass right there, ladies and gentlemen, to make that score 6-0 reloaded.
All right, they come out the lineup for the extra point. Looks like they're lining up at the 10.
Nah. Based on what I'm saying, it looks like they're on the 3-yard line going.
Sorry, so it's a 1-point extra point.
I know, it's 1 point. You're good.
It's a polecat formation.
Yeah, our cameraman's going, I'm going to go with the best person I know how to, not trying to lose them.
Quarterback runs, has got some room. Oh,
it's picked off.
Nice job. Good D right there. As a Wiseau coach once told me, that could be the difference.
Well, it's 6-0. They went ahead and struck first. It's a team to be able to, when you're able to set that mode like that and go ahead 6-0. Now knockout, it's all on them. They're going to have to respond. They are the 1 seed versus that 2 seed. That 2 seed went ahead and said, hey, we're going to give it our best shot, and we just threw a 45-yard touchdown pass.
I've had the luxury of being involved in games where we're a favored team, and sometimes it takes that first score by the other team to really wake you up. But we'll get a chance to see here, does the knockout answer the bell? No pun intended.
None pun taken there, Coach Collins. No pun taken.
Reloaded lines up for the kickoff. There's a kick. It's a low squib. Fielded well. It bounced off a leg right there. And we're calling the ball down on any sort of fumble.
I guess to avoid injuries, if it's not a clean grab, they're going to head.
It is so dangerous when folks start jumping into a pile.
Oh, very much so.
Looks like they're going to get the ball at the 27-yard line. Knockout lines up in a tight formation. 34 quarterback. Gives straight up the middle. Quickly brought down.
That's almost wanting to test the waters right there to see how well you're willing to hold your ground, do what you're supposed to do defensively, and not try to worry about other people's position because you're running that ball right up the middle.
I do like the ability to run the ball because I like the blocking. They come out in that same tight formation. It's the knockout. 34 at quarterback. Squeak takes a snap. There's a pass out to the left. Oh, she's wide open. She's wide open.
Just overthrew her for about 2 yards.
Squeaky wishes she had that one back.
Oh, couldn't catch her in stride.
So good. I tell you what I would like to see though. I would like to see what the running game would look like if you involved more motion.
To see if you can actually push people in different directions.
Correct. Knockout comes out. 2 wide outs.
She rolls out to the right.
Squeaky rolling hard, and it's caught.
Are they going to say incomplete?
Odd.
Ref is going to say incomplete. The ball did hit the ground.
That's a shame. That's a lost opportunity there.
We are at 4th down here.
At this point, you just about got to punt. This is a big momentum shift right now for the Reloaded. You've come out and you've scored on a big play, and now you've come out and stuffed them 3 and out. There's a snap. Kick, nice kick. Nice high kick. Fielded at the 39-yard line. She's still going. Oh, and there it goes.
Down right around the 47.
Looks like it's about the 47. Nice play.
It is all up to you in that situation when you're at that sole punt returner, looking at all those players and you're just hoping that you're able to move quick enough to at least get as much yardage up front as possible.
Tell you what, it's not a job I would want.
No.
Everybody thinks there's a lot of glory in carrying the ball. If you've ever been hit carrying the ball, it is unpleasant.
I can only imagine that on that end, especially at this age that I'm at this point.
Yeah, I'm so brittle at this point, I just be a big pile of dust.
The wind does damage to me sometimes. The wind.
Yeah, I hurt myself sleeping sometimes.
Well, they're going to come back after their first touchdown drive of 6-0 here by the Reloaded. The Knockouts have not been able to get anything started offensively.
Looks like we're at a 2-minute warning.
In the first half. And at halftime, we are going to be able to sit down and kind of talk a little bit more about the AWFFL and be able to give you some more information about the Lynn Lewis Foundation Invitational and also Georgia Girls Tackle Football League, which is actually for little girls. I was mistaken, thought it was for any ages, and the answer was negative, Ghost Rider. That pattern is full, and it was for lower ages. So definitely want to get on that website if you're interested in that and be able to look into it, to be able to participate in Georgia tackle football for ladies.
That's great. That'd be a wonderful opportunity for a lot of young ladies. Typically, girls, when they do play football, they're kind of segregated in that kicking field. That's usually the only place they're allowed to be.
Every now and then you'll get a good defense lineman or a quarterback that'll show up in the thing that you hear of, different stories, but to actually have a league that allows them to be able to shine in their own would be wonderful to see. But I also enjoy when they play against the boys as well.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you see that baseball terminology, when you get a girl that joins in with the baseball teams. It's always nice.
The reloaded back out in that trips left set with a bullet back. Staying true to who they are. There's a snap. Option right. Quarterback drops. And looks like she's going to be brought down right there. I don't know if they're going to call that a sack or not.
She spends more time moving back and moving forward, moving back. They're going to call a timeout here from the reloaded. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. The reloaded 6, the knockout 0. We're live here at Maynard Jackson at the championship game of the AWFFL Spring League. Want to be able to give certain acknowledgement, especially to certain players of the week, and we'll be talking about them during the halftime, and also talking a little bit about the Lynn Lewis Foundation Invitational that will be taking place in October.
Yeah, that's going to be a wonderful tournament out there. One of the great things is it's all done to provide for cancer awareness. Their slogan is "Fight like girls, flagging down a cure." Reloaded back out. You guessed it, trips left with a bullet back. If it ain't broke, right?
No, definitely don't want to fix that right now. Up 6.
Now they're overloaded to the left.
They got the whole team to the left. That's not even overloaded.
Snap. And sacked.
On the 42.
There was a lot going on in the backfield right there. That's the thing. When you take everybody and move them to the left, you better be able to bring somebody back across. They brought a back across to try to pick it up, but there was just too many people. And that back is a good-sized back. She's a very tall lady.
She is. Are we talking about number 25?
Yeah, the back set off to the left?
Yes. Yes, number 25.
Yes, you're correct. Same formation.
As Whitecap said, timeout with reloaded. That leaves them with one timeout remaining in the first half. Score is reloaded 6, knockout 0 here for the championship game of the AWFFL ASC championship.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking about what should they do. And as you know, my defensive coaches are all going, just run the clock out, just run the clock out. And I'm over there thinking as an offensive coach, I'm going, okay, if we score again right here and then get the ball back, that's making things very tough on the knockout. So we'll see what the reloaded chooses to do. I tell you what, that wide open pass down across the middle was money for him last time.
Well, being third down right now, I think it's third down. Might not be. Might be actually second down here. Can't necessarily.
It's tough when there's no down marker.
Right, be for certain. But they definitely don't want to do anything that's going to give them the ball back here inside the 40.
There's a snap. Quarterback rolls left. Thrown across the middle.
She brings it down. How much are we hurt?
Oh, to me, that's the most dangerous part of flag football is that head collision.
It is, especially going across the middle. Hope both ladies are okay right now. I know everybody's looking after them, making sure that they're okay. You know, it's a lot different when you take away those pads and you bring people across the middle like that. Injuries can happen.
I do think she held on to the ball, though. But I saw glasses fly on that one. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw fly off. It looked clean, just incidental. Just the DB's coming up hard to try and make a play on the ball. And
you get legs wrapped up and knees getting banged, especially hitting this turf.
Well, folks, while we're waiting, just to tell you about a couple things. You don't want to miss, if you're able to get up to the area, the 8th annual Ernest Pee Wee Kennard Mixing Bowl, the DC Invitational. That'll be held August 13th and 14th in Washington, D.C. And, again, I'm hoping it's a road trip.
And also, if you're interested in being a part of this league, meaning the Atlanta Women's Flag Football League, the new season is beginning on October 2nd. Early bird specials end on goes through August 1st through August 7th. And regular registration fee begins on August 7th, going all the way through the 31st. So make sure that you have an opportunity to come out. There will be a jamboree for women's flag football and a picnic on September 24th and 25th. Love to be able to have it. If you're interested, please take a look at the www.ASCSSportsLeague.com. That's ASCSportsLeague.com. Just Google that, and they'll be able to take you right to the Women's Flag Football League of Atlanta.
We're still waiting on action to pick back up. It looks like everybody's okay. We're going to walk away from this with a couple bruises. You hate to see anybody get hurt, but a wise old coach once told me it's a rough, tough game meant to be played by rough, tough people.
Well, you got a lot of wise coaches, give you a lot of wise information there, Coach Collins. So I'm going to ask this wise coach to sit next to me to my left. You're on the 40-yard line. You got roughly about a minute, maybe a minute and a half left to go in the first half. You're up 6-0. Do you want to push to see if you can get a score here?
I go trips left in fine reloaded fashion. I go double slants from the outside, wheel the inside girl, and let her run down the sideline for a touchdown.
We'll see if you're actually in their brains and they're in yours to be able to see if this actually gets pulled off this way.
I haven't seen it yet, and that formation kind of lends itself to that, so we'll see.
And you always wonder what kind of advantage or disadvantage you have because you were the last team that played. The knockout were sitting the last game, and the Reloaded were playing. So the Reloaded have been playing roughly since about 2 o'clock. So we're going on the 4 o'clock hour for the past 2 hours. So they are a little bit more crisper, where the knockout are still trying to find their groove.
There's the Reloaded kind of with the offset back that time, trying to block. Quarterback scrambles left. There's a throw across the middle. She's got it.
And the completion is occurring right on the 20-yard line.
The knockout's furious. They think that's an incomplete pass. I will say it looked good from here.
She spends more, meaning the quarterback spends more time moving in the backfield than I've ever seen a quarterback move. She knows when to step up right before she gets that flag torn, and boom, releases it.
She definitely has good pocket presence.
And the clock is running. We're right on the 20-yard line. We've got 20 yards to go for the next score here for the
Here's
Reloaded.
That trips left. There's the snap. Quarterback. Oh.
She wasn't able to release it that time.
Looks like she got knocked down as she was trying to let go of it.
Looks like it's going to be halftime.
Halftime.
That's what it looks like. They were able to not call another timeout at the end of the half. So we're going to go into halftime with Reloaded up 6-0.
I'll tell you what, if I'm the knockout, though, I feel good about that last drive.
They were able to stop them. That was very good on that part. You're exactly right.
To walk away, I thought that pass across the middle, that might be it again.
Well, I know that the knockout coach is still having a conversation to make sure he was on the same page with the Whitecap. I don't think he was too happy with the call towards the end, especially that incomplete pass or what he thought was an incomplete pass.
I'm not sure how many fans any referee has, to be real honest with you. That's got to be a tough job.
That reminds me of some good old commercials back in the day. Where the guy's like, how could he, he can handle this, and then he realizes he goes home and experiences the same thing. So good times, good times. All right, Coach Collins, going to talk a little bit about the Players of the Week here for the 2016 spring season for the Atlanta women's flag football. Going to go ahead and give some shout-outs to each player. We're going to start off with a player from the knockout, Maisha Horton, number 24. She was Player of the Week this past year. Want to say congratulations to her. Also, we're going to go over to the Mayhem, number 8, Toy Johnson. I got Toy on here. I might have spelled it wrong. I'm going to go with Toy up here instead of Troy. Thank you there, Coach Collins. I'm very hard sometimes in the old pronunciation piece. Then we got the Code Red stepping into it, the Player of the Week, number 4, Miss Perry. And then we've got the inaugural season of the Showtime Atlanta, number 55, Tiana Taylor. Congratulations for the Player of the Weeks as well. And then we're going to begin down to the last two. Will be Twin from Game Changers. She was also Player of the Weeks as well. I want to give special acknowledgments to number 3, who got the Sportsmanship of the Year, Miss Taylor from Code Red. Congratulations for the Sportsmanship Award, especially out here. I know everybody gets a little fired up and nervous as well for that part. And want to take a little special acknowledgement for the Player of the Year, the Unbreakable Keeney, number 81. Want to just say thank you so much for everything and also their involvements. They're going to start off here in just a minute, but also don't have much time left in the halftime, which is nice. But this is what Coach Collins was talking about, that 8th annual DC tournament.
Kick. Nice, long kick. Looks like it's going to be picked up at about the 18. Number 2's around the corner. And there's my microphone. She's still going. Oh, my goodness. What a return. What a return.
Coach Collins, we were all in a water break. You had your mic up above your head. Our cameraman was trying to get water. Everybody was, and they just said, hey, we're only going to make it a 2-minute halftime. I thought they were joking about that. It was only going to be about 2 minutes. No, it was only about 2 minutes. So we're starting live back here. Once again, if you're experiencing any type of technical issues, understand that's going to be resolved here pretty soon. We'll get all that taken care of once the game's over with. I know it's coming in and out, and I appreciate your patience.
I tell you what, that's easily the best special teams play of the day. Man, what a huge move for the Reloaded, who still got the momentum right now, up 6-0. There is a flag down.
The penalty looks like it was on the Reloaded. And my wife just chimed in that she was up for a road trip to go to D.C. as well. So everybody's having a little fun making sure that they can chime in on that they want to take road trips as well.
We need to have her call my wife, and we'll take the boys.
We might not come back from D.C. if that was the case. I do believe the CIA or the FBI might get us on that part.
Well, I'm on more than one no-fly list.
It's because of that grin. It's because of that grin. That's a charming grin. All right, we're starting the second half here. The Reloaded up 6-0. They actually have the ball.
And if you were wondering what the formation was, yes, it's trips left with a bullet back. There's a snap. She rolls right. Ends up running up the middle. She's still going.
Finally got it.
Oh, they're going to get her for flag guarding right there.
But she was holding on to it too tight.
It's hard not to do. When somebody goes to grab that flag, their natural reaction is to try and smack their hand away. Whitecaps out there talking with the knockout captain. That's going to be Horton. And it looks like that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. That's the 20-yard line right there. It's tough starting out of a hole now. What looked like a really positive play. That's laundry twice in a row for Reloaded. There's a snap. Trips right. Quarterback's rolling that way and throws it into the ground. I don't know if that just came out wrong or if she just realized that there wasn't going to be a whole lot on that side and just decided to get rid of it. I tell my kids when you roll out and there's nothing there, throw it to your mama.
As far as you can throw it to your mama.
Yeah, and your mama is not in the middle of the field.
No, she's in the stands where we're seeing those cement trucks at this point.
Right. This is a really nice facility. I've never been here.
Well, it's you can tell that, I mean, it's flap dab right in the middle of Atlanta. I mean, we're right off I-20 right next to the Cyclorama/Zoo, so it's a nice little environment to watch football here.
Reloaded, switching it up, trips right. There's a snap. Flares it back, throws to the flare. She's got some space. Oh, she's on the move. There she goes. Oh, shit. Oh, and she's brought down at what looks like about the 44.
She hit that A-B button so fast on her remote, I thought she was gone. PS4 couldn't even contain her on that one when she hit those sides.
I thought they had her in the backfield, and you talk about some shake and bake right there. That's some right. Ricky Bobby stuff.
I knew you were going to do a Ricky Bobby reference, and it's only Sunday at 4 o'clock. That's really good.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is that.
But that wasn't quite enough. The Reloaded's going to come out to punt. Got too deep on punt return. There's a snap, and, of course, no rush. There's the kick. It's a high kick. It's going to be fielded. Oh, man. Oh, I really thought she might get loose there.
She took it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's where the –
nice return.
It was, and she took it on the move, meaning that she grabbed that ball, and it's always a little nerve-wracking when you're taking it on the run like that. But she was able to get all the way down to the 42-yard line, maybe the – looks like the 42-yard line, and that's where the knockout will start this second half with the drive. They were able to stop the Reloaded and see what it actually has to offer.
It's a unique formation here. Looks like you've got stacked receivers. Looks like you took a gun formation and spread it out. Number 22 on the run. There's the throw.
I like what they were trying to do with that.
Those RPOs, those are so popular right now. That run-pass option, you watch teams like Oregon just really make it happen because you get the quarterback on the move, everybody comes up to make a play on the quarterback, and then you've got a receiver running open. I like where they're going, but again, this formation kind of looks like you took a gun formation and took the backs and spread them way out. They're standing right behind the wide receivers. You got to split out to each side. There's a snap, quarterback moving right. There's a throw, it's caught. Oh, and dropped.
Incomplete. Now what they're arguing is that she was able to catch it and then got the flag thrown and then the ball went down.
Well, it did look like she made a football move, which is one of the things required for it to be declared a catch.
Now, Whitecap is going to say that is the catch, and the ball is going to get moved up all the way to roughly about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, because there are no fumbles, she did catch the ball and make a move. So,
right.
Knockout come out in that same formation. Quarterback 10 yards deep in the field. It's number 22, Sandy. There's a snap. Quarterback straight up the middle. Throw. Oh. I really think she might should have just run that.
Well, they've definitely spent some time in the second half, during halftime, during that 2-minute halftime, to figure out, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and change up our offense and see what we can do to spread them out instead of all bunching them up in the middle.
Well, when I spoke to Coach Jay and Coach Herman, they talked about they were a very multiple formation team. We're seeing that right now. Same formation. There's a snap. Sandy straight up the middle, moving left. She's on. Oh.
She was able to grab her right on the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. It's going to be the
nice play.
Changeover on downs.
Nice play defensively.
I wouldn't be surprised if we talked about the end of the game being 6-0. They are just hanging out in the middle of the field right now for both teams.
Well, this game is definitely what it was billed to be. The two best teams, it's a heavyweight fight right now, and it's one big play away from being blown open.
Well, if it goes up 12-0 or 13-0, yes, that would be the case. But if for some reason the knockout can get a turnover, if one team can, I like to use the word sneeze in the opposite direction to give them a chance, whoever hiccups first. And right now, the first team to hiccup was the knockout when
I do think a two-possession lead is going to be all she wrote for this game.
I think especially with running clock at 24 minutes in the you
got a running clock, and both teams are playing such good defense.
Right.
Reloaded out in a unique formation. It's really compact right there. Quarterback rolls right. Number 9 at quarterback dumps off to a flare, and it's going to be dropped. I like the formation. I like the idea of packing it in tight and then exploding out. We run a formation similar to that. We call it nasty. It's one of my favorites.
They switch quarterbacks on us.
He did. Number 9's a quarterback now.
And 7's going out for passes.
Looked like they moved her to one of the up back spots.
I've definitely been introduced to a lot of different types of varieties of football, between flag football, women's football leagues, from a full 11-on-11 tackling. So I love intensity.
And that packed-in formation again. Heavy set off to the right. Number 9 rolls right. She's got some room. And
right down,
number
right
41 catches
the
the ball, immediately taken down.
So what are these flags going to be right here, Coach Collins? We got 2 flags thrown down.
I'm not sure what that's going to be. It looked like maybe she was trying to hold her flag because it looked like it was awful hard to pull off. So I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see what the Whitecap says.
Holding on the defense.
Holding on the defense. That's tough. I tell you what, if you're the knockout right here, you got to really bow your back.
And they're got inside the 50. So there's really, a lot of things are going to open up in this direction for Reloaded.
Are we playing one here? I wish they would signal that. I really do.
Is this first down? Is that what you're?
Yes. Number 9 rolls right. There's a pass. I tell you what, I think they found something right there. The pass to number 41 again. She's got a little juice to her. Some of that stuff we referred to earlier as shake and bake.
Yes, shake and bake.
I have yet to see the Magic Man.
Good reference. Again, good reference.
Or El Diablo, the fighting chicken. That compact formation again, number 9 at quarterback. She's rolling right. She's looking downfield. She's scrambling now. She's getting pressure. There's a long ball. Oh, off the hands of number 41, just off the tips of her fingers.
She knew she had it once, and once you can touch it.
That's six, right? That's 6 right there. If you can touch the ball, you better catch it. I really thought that was 6. So now looking at what I'm assuming is second down.
We'll go with second down. I think that's a good mark right there.
That same tight formation. It's just like we're stacked on top of each other right there. Number 9, she rolls left and comes back right. She's on the run and deep sack. Player of the week, Maisha Horton, number 24 right there with a huge play.
All the way back to the 50-yard line. All that positive yardage that the knockouts was taken against. Now they're going to call timeout from Reloaded.
I tell you what, a deep sack like that, that's what we call a drive killer.
It is, and it could be even a game changer in that situation. That's a great job for number 24 to be able to step up for the knockouts, to be able to get that sack that deep in the backfield.
Well, Horton's definitely one of their best players, having been named Player of the Week, and she was definitely somebody that the coaches talked about when I spoke with them.
Once again, want to remind everybody, on October 22nd and 23rd here in Atlanta, Georgia, we'll be having the 9th annual Lynn Lewis Foundation Invitational, brought to you by the AWFFL and the ASC Presents. Glad to have you out here. If you want to know more information concerning that, just log in and Google Lynn Lewis Foundation, and it'll take you right to this site. Also, Women's Flag Football League of Atlanta will be starting back on October 2nd. If you're interested, please look online to be able to do that. Back to the action.
Reloaded back out in that tight formation. Everybody stacked in there. Number 9 at quarterback takes a snap. She rolls right and comes back left. She looks like she's going to run the options. Brought down.
It looks like it's going to be a changeover and down right there, if I'm not mistaken, that is a fourth down.
Looks like we're playing 4 right here, Bo.
Playing 4 down right now. Okay.
Now he decides to signal.
Yeah. We're waiting for those little fingers to pop up to help us out.
I will say I'm a little thrown off by the 20-yard first downs. It makes it kind of tough on me.
Yeah. My calculations not working out right. I was the history teacher, not a mathematic.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us, my friend.
No mathematicians here. I need my abacus to be able to handle that kind of stuff.
In that tight formation again, looks like they're going for it on 4th down. There's a snap. Number 9 drops deep. Throws a flare. She's wide open. She might go. She might go.
She cuts it back.
Oh, brought down at what looks to be the 29-yard line.
It's not going to be enough for a first down. Not going to be enough for a
nicely
first down.
done. Nicely done. Just not quite enough.
But a good punt. Be able to push them all the way back down to the 29-yard line is a plus all by itself.
Better than a good punt, it's a punt with no return.
That is exactly right.
Because the one thing that the Reloaded can't afford is a big play. If they can keep a big play from happening, they can win this football game.
Exactly.
We're back there. Knockouts in that same wide gun-looking formation with the back stack behind the receivers. There's a snap. 22 rolls left. She's looking for the throw. Oh!
Almost caught her in stride as well. We got about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. So we're getting right down to the time where every play is going to matter. The clock is running, making sure they're aware of what's occurring around them. This is a big series for the knockout.
I tell you what, the way the flow's working, I think maybe some reverse or change of direction play might be in order.
Well, and realistically, the Reloaded is just hanging back on their heels to make sure that they don't give up any big
knockout,
play.
Running option right. Oh, nice play. Nice play. Brought down at the 34-yard line. 22 Sandy's pretty fast. It's an interesting change-up with her at quarterback. Initially, when I talked to the coaches, she was not one of the quarterbacks they mentioned.
Right.
I think this was a halftime decision. Knockout back out in that wide gun formation with the back stack behind the receivers. Sandy 10 yards deep, taking a snap. Looks like we got a early start right there.
Offsides on the defense.
I used to always say, you cheated.
yeah, you cheated. And you got caught. Shame on you. We will be staying with you after the game to be going through the trophy presentation and the MVP of the tournament. So make sure that you stay with us. We will be doing some acknowledgments, and we get an opportunity.
Change of formation, packed in tight in there with split into each side. And there's a give to number 2, and she's hit quick in the backfield. It looks like it's going to be about a 2-yard loss.
Leaving a 4th down, roughly probably about 10 yards.
I tell you what, I think they were trying to surprise people with a run up the middle right there. Both defensive lines have done a really good job, stopping anything in the middle as far as runs go. There's that same wide gun formation with the back stack behind the receivers. There's a snap. Sandy rolls right.
She's going deep.
There's a throw.
Overthrew her.
It looked like number 11 stumbled there, and that might have been the difference.
To catch that over the shoulder like that is going to actually be very hard, and overthrew her for roughly about 5 yards. They're going to hand over the ball to the Reloaded with roughly about 6 minutes to go in the game.
That's a tough catch to make.
It is.
Tell you what, this has been a great game. Just it's always so unfortunate when you see one team just really outmatched, but this has really been a battle the whole time. It was.
I mean, and you're talking 6-0, and realistically, the game was all decided from a 45-yard touchdown pass, and that's really what it came in the first part of the first half, and that was it.
I mean, it's really big one-man play.
Right, and we've been playing inside the 40s, from 40 to 40 each time. We haven't gotten inside, seen any type of red zone offense. I mean, it's a really good defensive play on both teams. I was very happy to see that Coach Chin and Coach Rich said it's the 2 best teams.
Number 9 quarterback, she rolls left. She's on the move. And she's brought down at what looks to be about the 31. They're staying with that tight formation. I didn't think they'd ever get out of trips, but they're staying with that tight formation. They seem to have really found something there.
Well, it's also to the point, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't turn over the ball. You can do what you can, and let's not let them try to beat us. We're not going to beat ourselves.
Oh, yeah, I'm over there run, clock, run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm burning time in between play calls. I'm doing everything I can to eat up as much time as possible.
We're glad to have you all with us here tonight at Maynard Jackson on June 19th, watching the Reloaded versus the Knockouts.
That same tight formation. There's a snap. 9 rolling right. Looks like they got option right. She's keeping it, and she's brought down. Again, it what looks to be about the 28, gain of about 2.
And the clock just keeps running.
At what point, if you're the knockout, you start burning timeouts? With this running clock, that's tough.
It is, because I mean you got only 3 timeouts to do, and you might get the ball back, but you're going to have to stop them at this point.
Let me ask you this: you may know, is the last 2 minutes regulation?
Where it goes from a start and stop time, the answer is yes, but it would have to be at the end of the game, not at like the end of the half, because that clock was still running before.
That tight formation there, snap, 9 rolling right. Oh, there's a pitch.
Nice
Number
pitch.
2's loose. She's getting a good clock right there. Oh, man, what a play.
She was able to
And I think we're going to get a holding penalty right there. Unfortunately, a lot of times when we see what looks like a really good block, it means somebody's getting held.
Come on, Mr. Whitecap. They're going to say illegal push in the back.
Illegal push out of bounds.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm unfamiliar.
If somebody's running out of bounds and they give a nice little shove, it's almost
I can see where that would be applicable, but it's not a rule I'm familiar with.
No, nor should you.
I tell you what, I'm learning a lot around here.
2 minutes left to go at this point. We're 2 minutes left to go in the game of this championship game between the Knockouts versus the Reloaded. Now, realizing the Reloaded is the 2 seed and the knockout is the 1 seed, this is not necessarily considered a upset if the Reloaded are able to take a victory, because the difference between the 1 and 2 seed was about a 7-point differential. But it's nice to see, once again, a 1 and 2 able to play each other for the championship and for this game to be this close.
Also means the seeding was correct.
Definitely. It's always important to be able to do that. We will be staying with you at the end for a trophy presentation, so we'll make sure that you get an opportunity to see the trophy presentation. If we have an opportunity to bring people in, we will. If not, we'll make sure we give our nice regards to everybody. Hope to see them later on in the year, especially at the 9th Annual Lynn Lewis Foundation Invitational, and also possibly for the championship game as well when the season starts October 2nd for the AWFFL here in Atlanta. Would love the opportunity to go to D.C. with you there, Coach Collins, but you and I both know August 13th and 14th is starting the fall football season for your community Christian Knights, so I'm not willing to kind of guess anything, but I do believe we might have a chance to go to Charlotte.
I think we're playing on the 12th, man. It might be in play.
Yeah, that's a drive, man. Have focus, man. We can maybe take a train up there. All 4 boys would enjoy a train ride,
I tell you what, my school, we go on a field trip up there. We take a bus. I'll call my boy Roy and get him to pick us up.
Looks like we're probably going to be at a first down. Ball's sitting right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, apologies to that receiver over there that I said was holding. It's just a great block, apparently, number 8. And that tight formation, snap. 9 rolling left. Looks like it's option left. Oh, she turns it up.
She did. She was looking for that pitch and said, nope, I'm going to go ahead and feed it right up the middle.
She's taken down at about the 5. I tell you what, they score right here, and I think that might be all.
Knockout's already called timeout again.
Well, you got no choice.
No, you got to be able to stop the clock and hope. But at this point, it's just a matter of down.
As there's the knockout, you need a turnover.
Right.
And with no fumbles, so you can't strip the ball.
They're not going to throw it.
No.
No.
I'll tell you what, as a head coach, if my offensive coordinator throws the ball right here, I'm having a conniption. Why is the old man passing out on the sideline?
Either that or why is he running down, stripping off his clothes on the 50-yard line? Sir, you need to come back. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I'm out at when I think they're going to throw it, I'm out at the numbers calling timeout.
So we're looking at a second down. Roughly the ball's sitting right about looks like almost 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's like the 5 or 6. And the Reloaded comes out again in that tight formation. Number 9 moved to quarterback again. They moved 7 to up back. This seems to have really been good for them. There's a snap. Number 9 rolls left. It's option. And she's going to get in.
She was. She reached out and gave her a chance. Touchdown, Reloaded. Some excitement is being held by everybody. They know that they actually are one step away from becoming champions.
So close right now. Here's that polecat formation that we saw last time. I've actually run this before in a game. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious when it works.
The quarterback tried to lead the center, and you can't lead a 315-pound center because he was wide open. Quads to the right, number 9 at quarterback. There's a high snap. She's able to field it. Throw and catch, and that's good. Number 7, who started the game at quarterback, with a big extra point right there.
I actually thought that quarterback was going to get snagged from in the backfield, and that did not happen.
Well, that elusive gun snap, and that's tough because they're like 10 yards deep, and I understand why.
Right.
Because the rush comes so hard.
It does.
You get an athlete back there and give him a little space.
Well, less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Reloaded 13, knockout 0.
right here, this is the time for the knockout to have a big special teams play. Something like that could really bring them back into the game.
I appreciate you being all positive and such, but 13 points, that's hard on a game where limited turnovers. We haven't seen much turnovers occur in this game. So at this point.
There's the kick. It's a low squib. Oh, and it's going to go deep. It's fielded at what looks like to be about the 23.
She's moving.
She's loose.
She's trying to get to the corner.
She's got the edge.
She's got the corner.
Oh, one man to beat. One woman to beat, sorry. Nice play by number 81 from the reloaded right there. Might have saved a touchdown. Number 2 is loose, and she can scoot.
Yeah, she was taking it to the corners, and if she could have just got parallel, that might have been knocking her head on the goalpost there.
I mean, decent field position considering it was such a good kick. I don't think they were expecting to really get boomed like that.
We do have some individuals asking who got hurt on the reloaded team. We do not have numbers and rosters, so we're not able to tell you that. We'll make sure we're better equipped next time, so if we do have an injury on the reloaded team, we're able to actually give you information about it. As of right now, it looks like everybody's okay, and people were able to come off the field okay at this point.
Moving number 34, Squeaky, back to quarterback for the knockout.
Well, if I was the reloaded, I would be playing on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, twins left. Yeah, I'm playing prevent defense right here.
Yeah.
I'm even willing to give up a score. There's a pass across the middle. Number 4's got the ball, and she's taken down immediately at about the 39-yard line. Nice throw and catch. But all the reloaded has to do is just sit back and watch. Come up, make a play, nothing behind you. Make them earn it.
As long as you don't have anybody behind you, you're good to go.
I'm looking for a double move out of a knockout receiver right here. Got doubles look. Squeaky back deep. Throws across the middle, and that's going to be incomplete.
Time is ticking away for the knockout here in this championship game, down 13-0.
A doubles look out of the knockout. There's a throw. Oh!
And you talk about a game ender at this point if a turnover could occur for the reloaded.
I tell you what, and a tipped ball is a nightmare for a quarterback. 27 cutting inside right there, just couldn't complete it. Squeaky back deep at about 8 yards. There's a snap. She drops.
It's like going to be either a...
That's going to be a false start. That's tough.
False start on the knockout. It's going to go back 5 yards. At this point, it's all about times. And the lack thereof for right now for the knockout.
Same formation as the doubles look. Squeaky deep. She takes a snap. She drops. She's looking. She throws right. A lot of traffic right there. I think number 27 was looking for a flag right there, impeding the progress.
Got fourth
Playing
down.
4 right here.
Timeout for the knockout.
Timeout knockout. Yeah, I'll tell you, as a head coach right here, I'm talking to my players, and I'm definitely going to be saying, hey, it's been a good year. It's been a good year. Nothing silly. We're going to play till the last whistle blows, but remember who you are.
And on the other hand, we need to get 6.
Yes. Yes.
I appreciate the coach atmosphere, but for some reason we need to have a play that's going to get us about a 60-yard touchdown.
I have yet to see a double move.
No.
Or the wheel, for that matter,
right.
Which I think is one of the greatest passing plays in the history of the world.
Well, I think sometimes because they're rushing so fast off the ends, it's a little bit harder on that end.
I tell you what, if you put that trips left, ran the wheel on that side, post out of your backside, that's money.
We're getting close to the end of the game here. This is 4th down for the knockouts.
This is really the ball game right here.
It is. Well, it's ball game, a little bit of back, but this is definitely going to put a nail in the
This
coffin.
would seal the deal.
The
Squeaky back deep, doubles. There's a snap. She's rushing. She moves up in the pocket. There's a throw.
Does have one.
Oh,
Overthrew her.
Sandy's looked like she was open, just couldn't get to it. And that's going to be a turnover on downs, and I think that's going to put this out of reach. Big play or no. I will tell you, it's been a great game today, though. It's been a real defensive battle.
It was. I mean, it was 6-0 for the majority of the game, which is, to the point of the closeness between two well-skilled teams on the offense and the defensive front. And we appreciate everybody joining us today. And they're running the clock. They're kneeing the ball down. We are going to come to a close of this in this game, and we're glad to have you here with us here at Maynard-Jackson. Glad that Atlanta women's flag football asked us to come out and be able to broadcast this game live. We will actually re-upload it again for those people that were having buffering issues, and that should actually be the game here. Coach Collins, this one's in the books. Championship goes to the Reloaded.
Well played.
It was. I mean, 13-0. We had one good drive. That last drive really kind of put the nail in the coffin to get them to go ahead, 13-0. But that, other than that, that touchdown at the beginning of the game, everything else was really seen.
Well, it's almost like the Reloaded got stronger as the game went on. Big Mo has a way of swinging. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. Definitely so. So I'm just glad that they were able to be able to see this game and have everybody else be a part of it. I mean, it's just one of those ones to be able to be a part of the action and be able to say, hey, I'm glad we were able to bring it to you live. So right before the trophy presentation, we're going to be give you a little bit of breakdown of things and how things are going to work out. They are going to present the trophies. We do have the trophies over here to our left. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Adam Collins. Glad to have you here with us here on YouTube Live. They're bringing the nice table out to be able to do the trophy presentation. So definitely I'm glad for that to be the case.
It was a great game, and again, for those of you that are going to be in the D.C. area in August, if you don't stop to check out the 8th annual Ernest Pee Wee Kennard Mixing Bowl, you are missing out.
I'm going to hand it over to you, Coach Collins, for a minute. I want you to go over a couple things to give them an insight for us. We're going to do some technical issues here, get us ready for the trophy presentation.
Well, when I talked to the coaches for the knockout before the game started, they really said that the one thing that was going to matter was going to be defense. They knew it was going to be a defensive battle. I didn't know if it's because both teams were really good at offense, but both of them definitely had moments where they shined. You had the one big play in the first half, and that was really the determining factor in the game to start with. And then late in the game, the Reloaded was able to get a short field, put together a real drive down and score. But without a doubt, this game was lived up to its billing as the two best teams playing for the championship. Just a reminder, though, for October 22nd and 23rd, the 9th annual Lynn Lewis Foundation Invitational will be held here in Atlanta. It's a competition held for cancer awareness, Fight Like Girls, flagging down a cure. Also, the Georgia Girls Football League, GeorgiaGirlsTackle.com. Don't forget about that. That's an opportunity for our young ladies to develop in this wonderful game. There is no better game than football.
Coach Collins, you're exactly right about that, and we're just happy that we're able to be a part of this today and be able to bring this to you. Hopefully we'll have an opportunity to bring more to you as time goes on. Were you able to see yourself on this wonderful picture and be able to talk?
I did see myself. I didn't realize we were still up.
Oh, yeah, you were live.
I kind of moved to the side.
You moved away to it. I see that on that part. It's no problem at all.
I didn't realize I was still up. I can't see. So
No, even the bats have better vision than you. We'll get back to the trophy presentation up there for that as well. So just glad to be able to be out here on a wonderful June 19th Father's Day here, enjoying some flag football at Maynard Jackson. We are a part of the trophy presentation right now. Congratulations to the Reloaded.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, I got that pause break.
Was that for dramatic effect?
It felt like it was dramatic, but I needed music in the background for be able to do that. But most importantly, I mean, both teams played so well between the Reloaded and the Knockout. You're glad they're able to compete, glad nobody got hurt, and they can get themselves ready for next year. There's so many different tournaments that are going to occur, one in D.C., another one back here in Georgia at the Fallen Warriors to be able to take place in that one. So there's going to be so many different tournaments for these ladies to participate and compete. It's going to be nice to be able to see what's in store for Atlanta women's flag football here in the 2016-2017 season.
I'll tell you what, this has been fun. This is my first experience with the modified rules flag football, but I really enjoyed it. It seems like good, tough competition here in our own great city.
Well, it definitely keeps us on our toes, hands down. I mean, to be able to do that of our brains, of being on a low ground center of gravity, we couldn't necessarily see too much, so we were able to see as much as we could. So then we blowing them over there to come over here and get their trophy presentation.
Yeah, there's no question this is a lot easier from about 75 feet in the air.
Oh, I would, yes, very much so. But they weren't willing to bring the tethering cables today. They weren't to tether us up and bring us all the way up top.
Put us on a cherry picker lift.
Oh, I'd all be about a good cherry picker at this point. That'd be nice. Not bad at all to be able to do that.
Keep moving, huh?
I do. It's nice, if not, they try to figure out who these strange people are talking to them on the phone. Then they realize this is who we had to listen to for the past hour. We probably should have gave another idea to it.
Yeah, well, my mom always told me I had a face for radio.
Yes, a face for a radio, or either that or a voice for books, one way or another. So they look like they're going to be doing the presentation here, giving out water.
I'm not sure how they're doing this. It looks like the only team out there right now is the Reloaded.
Right, and I do believe they'll get the biggest trophy out of the group.
That would be my guess.
Yes. Well, hopefully our cameraman will zoom in a little bit and kind of give some enjoyment. I know he didn't know if he was going to spend his Father's Day doing this wonderful experience, but he's done a great job of sitting out here in the heat and experiencing Father's Day with his son. And, I mean, that's just a gift that gives all year round there, Coach Collins. I mean, I shouldn't have to give him anything if he's just out here experiencing his
just getting to enjoy being with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely so, definitely so. We are going to come to an end of this telecast. We are going to pack up and head home and spend time with our families. But thank you so much for being a part of our family here at Atlanta Women's Flag Football League and also ASC. Make sure if you have any questions, look on their websites. They'll tell you wonderful things to be able to offer here for women's flag football. Also, for any young lady out there that's considering playing tackle football, there is Georgia Girls Tackle Football League that is starting. Make sure that you get an opportunity to join in. I'm Bo McMichael with my...
Hey, and a special thanks to Maynard Jackson High School for having us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I mean, Maynard Jackson, a great environment to be able to watch flag football here today. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Adam Collins. We thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you soon.